Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon, and then I post it up to Facebook. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other therapist for that matter. Boom shakalaka done. I'd like to thank my sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. They're an online therapy company. They are international. They are all over the world. Just go online, look up BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. Fill out some questions. They'll place you with a licensed professional master's level or PhD level in your state. If you're outside of the country, they'll place you with somebody that can do international, etc. If you don't like them for some reason, you just go on and say, hey, didn't like my therapist. I'd like to be placed with somebody else. You fill out some more questions. They'll place you with a therapist, a different therapist. I've gotten lots of good feedback from people. People seem to like their therapists. They are helping, which is great. And it's wonderful because they're easily accessible, especially if you're in, say, for example, a country that doesn't have really great mental health accessibility. So thank you, BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. Okay, so let's dive into today's question. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. This question is, okay, my family is officially imploding. My narc mother is cracking, and my flying monkeys, my siblings, are finally seeing it. Will it last? Not unless they get help. So, and there's several parts to this question. So, will it last? Generally, people who turn a blind eye to abuse and only see it when it starts affecting them generally are not the types to have a lasting change. So, when people can see abuse and it's not affecting them, those are the ones that have a lasting change. It's like, oh, this behavior is not normal. Thanks for playing. And they, recognize it as not normal and they don't play and they, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So if they're now, because it's affecting them, because the abuser, the parent, whoever it is coming unglued, imploding, spewing, and that's usually what they do. So basically what you're talking about is a collapsing narcissist. So a collapsing narcissist is one who is losing it. They're losing their power, they're losing their looks, they're losing their money, they're not able to manipulate and control the way that they have in the past, and so they just all over everybody, and that's generally a collapsing narcissist. So if the siblings are now like, oh my God, now I see it because it's been directed at them, it's probably not going to last, and you cannot trust that. Now, there's another part to this question, so hold on while I get over there. A few of the siblings have called to apologize to me and claimed they understand my no contact. Okay, well, that's great, so here's the deal. Children of narcissists are trained to do narcissistic apologies. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry you, I'm sorry this, I'm sorry that, I'm sorry you made me, and no changed behavior. So the apologies are great, but their behavior needs to stay changed. So if they call you up and they say, oh my God, I see it now, I'm so sorry, I didn't believe you, blah, 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 you can accept the apology with the caveat of, okay, that's great, you see it now, you better see it 6 months from now, and you also better see it 6 years from now, and you also better see it 6 decades from now, because I'm not playing a game. I'm not going to get drugged back into the fold and think that you guys are going to get it if she suddenly changes her tune or his tune, whoever the abuser is, and then you fall back into the fold and expect me to play the scapegoat role again. No, that's not going to happen. So the behavior needs to stay changed. So apologies are not about the pretty words. Apologies are about changed behavior. So if the behavior stays changed, like if they get it and they're like, oh my God, I treated you so poorly. What do you need? How do I make amends? How do I fix this? Right? That's a real apology because the person is asking, what do you need? How do we fix this? How can I make amends? Okay. And your amends needs to be changed behavior, dude. Just needs to be changed behavior. Like consistently till the end of time. Not buying the abuser's bull tinky. So that's really what the amends is never siding with the abuser again. So if they side with the abuser again, they are not sorry. They don't get it. They don't understand. They're just getting it now because it's being directed at them. So a real apology is not the words. It's the behavior. It's changed behavior. Always remember that. Okay. Okay. Am I allowed to be angry for them taking so long to see the behavior I've been screaming about for literally years? Yeah, of course you're allowed to be angry. Is anybody telling you you're not allowed to be angry? Absolutely. You have a right to your anger. It's called righteous anger. It is. So what ends up happening is that the scapegoat usually is the one that's poo-pooed. So the scapegoat is the one that's sitting here going, guys, elephant taking a crap in the corner of the living room. Might want to do something about that. And everybody goes, what elephant? There's no elephant. I don't see an elephant. You're crazy. There's no elephant. What are you talking about? Really, truly, that's what they do. So the person who sees the dysfunction is poo-pooed, devalued, told they're crazy. The siblings are encouraged to think of them as crazy, etc., etc., etc. When in fact, they're the ones that can see the pink elephant taking a crap in the corner of the living room. You know what I'm saying. So you have a right to your anger. You have a right to be angry. And you can even tell them that. It's like, I really love the apology. It needs to be changed behavior. I'm letting you know that now. It's like the words are beautiful. I need to see action. I need to see changed behavior. And let me tell you something. I am beyond livid at all of you for not hearing me when I've been screaming for years that this person is this way. And you ignored me and you poo-pooed me and you put me down and you told me I was crazy. So I'd like to let you know that for all of that, I am still righteously angry. And I don't trust you. And I won't trust you until I see consistent changed behavior. That's your boundary. That's a boundary right there. Can you hear that? That's a boundary. That's a boundary. And you have a right to have it. So you have a right to your emotions. No emotion is bad, guys. It's what we do with it that makes it either helpful or hurtful. Now, abusers don't like anger because it generally forces them to confront that they did something wrong, which is why they flip it and then start screaming at the other person, or they do the whole, you can't be mad at me, how dare you, I'll give you something to be mad about, blah, blah, blah. Because they can't handle reality, they can't handle, righteous anger, they can't handle, them being called out on their behavior. So you have a right to your anger. So write and burn. Write and burn. And when or if these siblings give you an apology, you let them know it's like, okay, provisional acceptance here, but here's the deal. I'll know it's real when the behavior has stayed changed and I am no longer treated with disrespect, period. Because not believing somebody, that's a disrespect. And what do abusers love to do? They love to make it so that the victim is not believed. The target of abuse is not believed. That's a disrespect. And that's a disrespect on the part of the abuser's part. It's a disrespect on the flying monkey's part. It's a disrespect in the general population part when they side with the abuser rather than listening to the target of abuse. So, yeah, that's a disrespect. Don't put up with disrespect, ever. So you let them know. It's like, great, I'll accept this apology provided the behavior stays changed. And you acknowledge that I have a right to my anger, because I do. And don't you dare tell me I don't. And don't you tell me what emotions to have and not have. It's called righteous anger. You have a right to be pissed. You do. So cut yourself some slack. For sure, for sure. All right, let me see if that was it. Okay, family is imploding. Narc mom cracking up. Flying monkeys, siblings finally seeing it. Will it last? Probably not, unless they get help. A few sibs have called to apologize and claim they understand my no contact. Am I allowed to be angry at them? Yeah, for taking so long. Yeah, absolutely. And you tell them why. You tell them why. It's like, you disrespected me for years. You ignored me for years. I'm still angry. That's my issue, not yours. You've apologized. That's great. What I need to see is changed behavior. So there that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, I will put out the next question on Friday. So you guys go have a great week, and I will talk to you on Friday. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.